Greetings, this is Michael W. Ford. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe, like, and spread it wherever you wish. Today's video is a quick presentation of the mythological and historical history of Belial. Now, Belial and Beliar are two different names known in demonic history and mythology and religion. Now, you'll see the origins of Belial personified from the translation of Belial, which referred to first as an unknown deity of the underworld. In fact, there were torrents of Belial and later Clepothic references to Belial as a place. But the etymology of Belial means without yoke. And the alternate Beliar was utilized and is translated as Lord of the Forest. So, and that's Beliar. And you'll see Beliar in various texts referring to, and later on in concepts of the Antichrist, or in the Dead Sea Scrolls, Beliar or Belial with Matanabuchus, or Melekresha, which means king of or ruler of evil, and is also associated with Nero as the Antichrist, later on as an angel that manifests. Now, Beliar and Belial are known as names of also the biblical Satan in Corinthians 2. And in Corinthians 2, 6:15, it's a reference to Lord of the Forest, similar to other demons that haunt the ruins and forest and wildlands. We see Beliar and Beliar as a type of either fallen angelic deity, albeit demonic, which is opposed to not only Christ, but is always considered synonymous with Satan or the devil. Now, the reference in the New Testament in Corinthians makes reference to Beliar and the Temple of Idols. Now, the earliest mentionings in the Dead Sea Scrolls of Beliar and Belial is in some fragments relating to Belial being the guide of fallen angels, of demons, who introduced rebellious antinomian philosophical doctrines or religious doctrines outside of the Hebrew temple structure and the priests that were. In that sense, Belial is very much a concept of an incarnation of the Hellenistic period, with beginning with Alexander the Great conquering that region well into the Ptolemies of Egypt and the Seleucids, primarily with Antiochus IV, Epiphanes Nikephoros, the God manifest and the bringer of victory. That's what those epithets mean. And demonic versions of Antiochus's Belial are depicted in much later, like Talmudic and Zoharic and Lurianic Kabbalah and Clepothic representations of the demonic king. Belial has many weapons depending on the pseudogryphia and the various writings kept out of Judeo-Christian writings. And Matanabuchus and Beliar is depicted, as I've mentioned, as a mighty angel, a great angel that descended and took the form of a Roman emperor, being Nero. This was the mythology around that. So is Belial Lucifer? No, I don't go that far. The mythologies and the etymology isn't connected. However, we see in the Goetia that Belial is considered an angel fallen after Lucifer, possessing great powers and manifesting in different ways. Some of the text relating to Belial reference his sword with the 7 deadly sins, or 7 sins, and the 3 nets of Belial, which corrupts more or less the religious path of the Judeo-Christians. These type of aspects are primary in the Dead Sea Scrolls and other works. Now, Belial is not named in the Book of Enoch. That is from a different tradition about the fallen angels, which became a part of the magical foundations later on. Now, in some of the texts of the Dead Sea Scrolls, one specifically, Melech is referred to as the king of another aspect of Belial, another name, Mastema, which is one of the original adversary names in Hebrew text, relating specifically to the Dead Sea Scrolls and obscure later writings. Mastema and Belial are not within the myth of the Watchers, but in the figure of the Hebrew Bible's version of Satan. And the status of Belial and Mastema is ambivalent early on. Satan is quite clearly some type of fallen angel, or an angel that has access to the unseen or spiritual realm, but also influences and acts on the earth to corrupt and bring people as a destroying angel, often under the direction of El or Yahweh, or later on his own. Now, Mastema leads the fallen angels and demons in any case, and we see on the instruction of 2 spirits, a text from Cave 1 of it's a text of the Community Rule, one of the scrolls found in the caves of the Dead Sea, talks about the kind of divide between the children of light and of darkness. And it's quoted in the Dead Sea Scrolls: all the children of righteousness are ruled by Prince of Light and walk in the ways of darkness, but all children of injustice are ruled by the angel of darkness, Belial, and walk in the ways of darkness. The angel of darkness leads all the children of the righteous astray until its end, and their sin and quick iniquities, wickedness, and their unlawful deeds are caused by his dominion in accordance with the mysteries of El, Yahweh, or their God. In this sense, Belial is fully integrated and known in the Qumran worldview, which is essentially around the time of the Hellenistic period going into Christianity. Belial is the ruler of this age and is assisted by fallen angels or demons. Now, essentially, these angels or agents of Mastema are messengers who kind of exude the demonic power, deity power, angel power, if you will, energy of Belial. Knowing that, and then you see Belial going through another text which refers to someone discussing watchers in fragment 6, and the individual describes raising his eyes, and one of them had a dreadful appearance like the visage of a serpent or dragon, like the pestilence, and his clothing was colored and obscured by darkness. And this was the watcher Belial, Mastema, Melikresha. That is the entire kind of conceptual essence of Belial in that period. Now, going on to the medieval period, Belial remained a kind of separate name of Satan, but Lucifer, the biblical early Christian Lucifer, Satan, was different in many ways from Belial. And you see in the GOETIA that tradition is continued. Now, in modern luciferianism, we utilize the myths of specific types of energy relating to Belial as the Lord of the Earth, thanks to Anton LaVey's presentation of Belial as Lord of the North, but Lord of the Earth and Lord of the Forest, but also an essence, a balanced essence of angelic deity and demonic prince. And it is an antinomian relating to spiritual rebellion against monotheism and such. So, invoking the deific mask of Belial, you can use any of the myths of this deific mask in your invocations, your offerings, but with a goal. This will allow identification with that type of energy and power in a productive and balanced way. More on Belial may be found in my works Bible the Adversary, Dragon of the Two Flames, Adversarial Light, GOETIA of Shadows, and Liber HVHI, especially the new expanded edition with new materials. So I would recommend those. I hope this offers a status or a foundation at least to understand Belial, and for you to move on and explore the origins if you wish. References are given in my works. luciferianapotheca.com. We have designed and presented a vast material of items associated in a not so serious way, in a very serious way, towards Belial and many of the other demonic members of the Pandemonium and the Luciferian path. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will have more soon. Bonama Araman.